All right, guys, we are here in Oklahoma at the Washita Showdown. We just wrapped up. I'm here with my friend John Kyle Truitt. JK, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Very good, thank you. So it's been a while since we've done a gear cast, so we're going to do a gear cast today. And JK is going to show us what his rifle setup is and kind of the key components that he carried throughout this match.
Yep.
So, yeah, what do we got here, sir?
All right, so on the rifle, this is actually my first NRL Hunter match. So we put this together and it performed really well. We really, at least from my standpoint, I felt supremely confident in everything I was running. It's my first time running the Mark V in a match setting. I use it on my hunting rigs in general. Okay. And so obviously with the Hunter match, I was like, I'm going to run the same thing that I run on my elk gun.
Right. Is that the 3 to 15 or the 25-25?
It's a 3 to 18.
Or 18,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yep, 3 to 18. And like I said, it's been it performed really good today. I normally don't have a zero stop on my scopes, but this one has one, and,
right.
And I like just being able to go back and not even having to think about it. So as far as the stock, it's an impact action. As far as the action, it's an impact 737. It's actually one that Caleb Morris with the Alpha and Omega. It's one of his branded actions, but it's an impact action 737. Same that I run on pretty much all my rigs. It's bipod. It's an MDT psych pod. It's double pull. First time running that, and today it was really handy.
So you did use the double pull?
I did. Yep. There were a couple stages. Really just one yesterday and one today, where that came in handy. And I believe I was able to shoot off a couple positions prone that others needed to be on a tripod for, right? So, and in my opinion, if I can get prone, that's the way I'm going to shoot it.
There you go.
So that really came handy. And again, another piece that we added on for the Hunter series, or using for the Hunter series, that I don't normally use, and I really liked it. As far as the barrel, it's a Bartline barrel, spun up by Sudaville Precision.
Of course.
6.5 Creedmoor. We ran 140 grain Hornady factory ammo to both myself and my partner on the team. And
nice.
It ran great. It did. There wasn't any targets that we missed because ammo wasn't good enough. So it did great for us, and it's awfully nice being able to open a box and just take the ammo out versus
not worry about it.
Yeah, not worry about it. So brake wise, we're running a Hawkins brake. It performed awesome as well. You know, I run a bunch of 6mm stuff, right? So bumping up for the power factor. A little bit concerned, I'm so used to running something with little recoil, but was able to see, I'd say, probably almost as much as I do with my 6mm. So,
nice.
That's going to be a combination of all your components, but the brake makes a big difference there, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Stock-wise, it's a Foundation stock.
Our guineas are getting excited.
They are getting excited. Hawkins bottom metal.
Hawkins rings?
Hawkins rings, yes sir. Yep, so we got 3 Hawkins components on this, and then we have a Foundation stock. It's actually a Sportster style stock that we haven't released yet, but we will be releasing soon. So this is one of the prototypes.
First peek?
First peek, yeah, really.
First peek.
First peek. So we had it at SHOT Show, so there were a few people saw it there, but as far as out on a match, this is the first time I ran it in a setting where I was using it, like this, and
right.
it did really well. I was really happy with how it drove and how it felt.
So as a manufacturer, coming to these matches, you also use it for some R&D.
Sure. Yep. Right. Exactly. Like this whole rifle, and in fact, this is we joke that I pulled a Tate Streeter because this is how he runs his matches. Goes to matches. He'll throw it together the day before. I'm normally a little more prepared than that, but on Friday I pulled a barrel out of a tube. I sent a box of ammo down it to get my dope. Out the 500s, all I had at the house, right. And brought the whole setup out here with 20 rounds on the barrel and ran the match, and everything ran great.
Nice.
It just did really well. So
nice.
It was a throw it together, make weight factor, and it did good. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we have here with your bag setup? I'm going to pull this off.
Yeah. So this is probably my favorite all-around bag. I've got quite a few different bags. I find myself carrying this the vast majority of the time, unless I'm needing a pack, or a hard pack. And the reason why is because you've got something like today where we had snow, mud, all the conditions were nasty. So you're able to set, it's an Everly stock Ranger pack.
Yep.
It's got a hard bottom here, and you're actually opening from the top side, right? So you're able to open your pack up without getting your stuff dirty, your bag nasty. And so I ran the whole match without any gear getting wet or bag getting soaked through, because it has that. So
which is huge, right? Because as soon as your gear gets wet or something gets nasty, it distracts you, it discourages you, and it makes life difficult.
Yeah, it does. So that's I really, and I use this bag extensively. So this is kind of a go-to bag. As far as my tripod setup, it's a Really Right Stuff tripod. Kept a plate on it. Let me pull it out. Just stuck it in the side so we could deploy it really quickly. Really right stuff. Tripod, kept a plate on it. First thing.
Gray Ops plate?
I believe, yep, it's Gray Ops plate. Yep,
Okay.
Gray Ops plate. Pull this out right away. Get your bag on it. Get your binos on it. Get your ranges, and then leave it. As you're ranging, you can kind of determine if you're gonna need to shoot off it too. Pull it off instead of clamping in just because of time. Throwing a bag on top of it. Putting your rifle.
So what bag did you use?
Yeah. So for positional shooting, I run a wee bad tater tot. So
Tater tot.
I do, yeah. So this bag was actually a little bit in between size bag that they came up with. Wee bag came up with probably last year, maybe a year and a half ago. And so it's got a pretty heavy fill in it. So that's gonna be your heaviest thing in your bag. But as far as positionally, and that goes for shooting off this. If I'm gonna be shooting off of my tripod, I'm gonna be using this bag. I feel really solid with it.
So question, this is absolutely a heavy bag.
It is.
Right? Do you think that the weight is worth it versus like a light fill bag of the same design?
I do. However, what I would do, if I was packing in for this setup, what I'd probably do is I have a smaller bag with the same feel, because it's more about the feel for me than it is about necessarily the size of it. I can get away with a smaller bag here for doing what I need to do on tripod. But if I have if there's a chance of needing to shoot positionally, I sure would like to be in this, because this is what I put lots of rounds down range on.
Awesome.
And so, to answer your question, yes, I feel like it's worth it, but there's some smaller bag options than a tater tot. This is kind of medium-sized bag.
Right.
So that's what I do positionally, and then I have an Armageddon Game Changer, which is a lighter fill bag, and that's going to be what I run as a rear bag.
Awesome. The Armageddon Gear bag has been a staple in the precision rifle community for a long time.
It has.
So it makes absolute sense. I'm just going to point something out to you guys out there. It's very important as hunters, even when you're at a hunting match, you pick up your own trash.
Yep.
This is a good man here.
Yep. Especially, we got people, this goes anywhere. That's just
common sense, right?
Pick it up. You got people letting you use your place. And in general, my mom never taught me to leave my trash out, so.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, pick up your trash, throw your bag. It doesn't add much weight. So.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to keep digging through here.
Going.
What do we got?
That rifle cover, we didn't have to use it this weekend, but if it had come down, that would have been a lifesaver.
That would have absolutely been a lifesaver.
Yep.
Ear Pro?
Ear Pro, yep. And we shot it in a team format today, and so I normally wear in the ear Pro. That's actually in my pocket, which formed Ear Pro.
Yep.
But because we were needing to communicate some, and we wanted to do it in voices that weren't yelling, because if I have these in here and you want to talk to me, you better yell at me.
Right.
That came in really handy. So
absolutely.
We used those with the mic on them, and we're able to communicate without being above the decimal level that we felt was realistic for a hunt.
And that's a very important part. As part of the team format, you have to whisper when communicating to your teammate, because if you're talking in the tone that we're talking in right now, you're probably going to scare that animal away in a realistic scenario.
Sure, yep.
Right?
Yeah, especially if they're within 300 yards or so, you want to be quiet.
Yep.
So, yep.
Awesome. What else?
Beanie. Had to have a beanie today. Yep. Yep.
But a very special beanie.
That's right. That's the best beanie. That's my go-to beanie. We have several of them, but that's my go-to.
All right, and then your ammo.
Ammo, yep. Mags.
Mags.
Yep. ASCS single stack mags. I've ran these, whether it's a 10 round or a 5 round. That's what I've ran for years and years. They've always worked really well for me. Awesome. So, in fact, these were brand new mags yesterday, because again, new caliber. I was bumping my power factor up. They could probably use a little tuning on the mag lips, but they performed just fine.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay, so last question. What do you wish you had this weekend that you forgot or did not think about bringing?
Well, actually, what I borrowed from you. So I borrowed from Travis. So I got here and said, so I had made the mistake of giving my brother as a gift my range-finding binos this year on our elk hunt, because I was going to get some new ones, but I didn't realize they were so back ordered. So Travis saved my bacon by having some Furies that he lent me, and they performed really well. Actually, those are the ones I ordered, so
right.
So I was very happy with how they performed this weekend. So if I didn't have those, and in fact, I mentioned that my partner's binos went out, batteries went out, and so if we didn't have those, we would have been up a creek. But it
would have been hard.
Yeah, it would have been. Definitely need good range finding binoculars, and also to know where your point of where it is inside of that binocular, where you're ranging, because there's several times where you're really having to pinpoint. Right.
That hot spot.
Your beam divergent there, where that is in it. Yes, sir.
And JK has been a friend of mine for years, and of course he could borrow anything he wants of mine, but the NRL Hunter Loaner program is for all of our members. If you forgot your binos, you need you know, a magazine, a tripod, whatever it is, if we have it, it's there for you guys. So just putting that out there. But JK, you have access to whatever you need.
I
brother.
appreciate it, man. I may take the truck for a spin. I don't know.
Hey, go for it.
Fair enough. That's right. That's right. I think that'll fit all blue right there.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, Travis.
you,
Thank you
sir.
guys for putting this on.
Thank you.
Yep.
Please send our love to the family.
I
and
will.
Congratulations on the newest edition.
Yep. She's doing good. So I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.